Hey YouTube, how's it going? Tech here. And iOS 18.4 Beta 2 is out today, and this brings the most rumored feature that was out to come with the Beta 1, but now it's available with Beta 2, and that's the visual intelligence support for iPhone 15 Pro lineup, Pro and Pro Max only. So this thing was never available on the iPhone 15 Pro. It was kind of a exclusive feature for iPhone 16 lineup with its capture button. And of course, because of missing out on capture button, 15 Pros couldn't use it. But with the announcement of iPhone 16e that does not have a capture button but has an action button, so it had to use visual intelligence somehow. So it's now available to the 15 Pro using the action button, as you can see from the screenshot, activating it from the dynamic island. So this was about just 1.1 gigs on my iPhone 15 Pro, and this is the build number for iOS version of 18.4 beta 2. So there are other features also that we are going to take a look, but first of all we are going to dive into visual intelligence and see what it does and how it does on the 15 Pro. So if you go to settings and then go to the action button, so here is the visual intelligence toggle is not enabled. You have to set and change your side button to visual intelligence, and finally it's there. Simply press and hold and visual intelligence will be on. As you can see, this is how it looks like. So there are a number of things that you can do with it, so let's just dive into what things it can do. So first of all, I'm going to, alright, so using visual intelligence, I'm first going to scan this car, this Hot Wheels car, and see if it can detect. So here it is. You simply have to click a photo of it and it will actually start seeing what's in the scene. So you do get two options. First is ask and then search. So first of all, I'm going to search for this very exact car. So it will start searching with Google, and alright, there it is. In just few seconds, it got the exact same car, Hot Wheels, the 98 Subaru. So even though it's actually in the beta right now, but it works quite well. So of course you can go back with cross, and now I'm going to ask a few questions about this car. So to do that, let's click a photo again. So here it is. Although it's dark, but still it was able to recognize what car is it. So that's one impressive thing. So now let's click ask, and it will start working with ChatGPT because it's integrated with ChatGPT, and it will tell you some things that I think it can answer you most of the things. And here you also get a search bar if you need any kind of further information about this, so you can directly ask using ChatGPT. So you might be able to get most of the answers, and it works quite well. Actually, it does more than that. So you can also use up visual intelligence to simply scan your environment and translate any language into another language, and it can even recognize buildings like restaurants and things like other stuff. So if you, like it was shown in the ad, if you actually scan a restaurant, it will tell you its opening and closing hours and maybe menu also. And basically this is like a Google image search, and it will show you everything that it sees and give you information about that thing. So let's just try translating this that I have. It's a kanji. So click a photo. By the way, you can actually click a photo and have it scan, or you can simply directly click search the image or ask about the scene which is the camera is seeing. But I will just try this click button, and that animation is nice. So I'll just ask about this now. Of course, it's using ChatGPT. So let's just wait. And there it is. It gave me the exact meaning of kanji, which is next. So it does its job really well. So you can obviously have more clarification if you simply type to it using this bar given over here. You can simply type with the keyboard and it will give you further clarifications. All right, now let's try to recognize an image. So if you guys know, he is Kurosaki Ichigo from the anime and manga Bleach. So let's see if it can recognize him. So simply clicking on a photo. First of all, let's just make a search if it can find the similar image, just as a test. Alright, there it is. And not just that, it also thought that I was showing him this image with the laptop, so it also found similar images of that. That's pretty well done, I guess. But let's just ask who he is. So there it is, the ask feature. It's asking ChatGPT. It's kind of funny, but alright. So it does say it is a character likely from an anime. The orange hair and a sword. Let's just ask him the name. So tell me the name. Okay, so it can't tell the name that easily, maybe because the image is quite far or for whatever reason. Let's try that again from closer enough. All right. Now let's ask what it recognizes from seeing this image. Okay, now that's a little bit more of a detailed description. So name him. And there we go. So yeah, I think the image was not clear before. It was more brightened and maybe it couldn't see that well. So now taking a photo from a little bit closer, it was able to tell that who is this anime character. And well, so it does work well even being in the beta stage, and also it can actually summarize or directly translate that we already did. So let's just try to summarize it. So it does recognize that this is wikipedia.org, and if I click this, I think it's directly going to open the website. Alright, so with this, I can totally show you how this completely hangs up your iPhone. Sometimes actually, so nothing will be possible if it does hang up once. It won't go back, it won't even turn off your phone. So at this point, it will start heating really bad, where the A17 Pro chip is located right here. It's gonna heat really bad as it is heating for me right now. All right, it's fine now. So yep, you can directly go into the website. It went into the website directly, but let's just try to summarize this if it is able to do that. All right, there we go. Let's try that again. All right, it did hang up. So sometimes it just won't work. You might have to wait, but if it does hang up really bad, you can simply just force reboot your phone. That's it. Alright, so that's pretty much about the visual intelligence on the iPhone 15 Pro. So there are other features which are new, so let's just take a look at that quickly. So as you can see, this is the new emoji. These are the new emojis added with the iOS 18.4 beta 2. And if you go to control center, you will find a new section which is entirely dedicated to Apple Intelligence and Siri. First of all, this was under Siri, but now all the Apple Intelligence, including visual intelligence, is included in its own section for Apple Intelligence for the control center toggles. Alright, so there is another change to another Apple Intelligence feature. So if you go to settings and go to notification, I'm sure you guessed out, it's prioritize notification. So if you go here, now you can actually prioritize notification per app. First of all, it was on for all the app by default, but now you can turn it on and off manually for any application you want. So I do have a screenshot. So if you do get a prioritized notification, this is how it's going to look like. So as you can see from this notification, once you get a priority notification, this is how it's going to look like, completely separate from other notification, and mostly it will be on top and it will have that animation. This is a screenshot, so I can't really show you right now, but this is how it will look like. Oh, and also with iOS 18.4 beta 2, you now have an ability to simply pause any download in the app store for any app. So if I download this, start downloading, and instead of clicking, you can see it's a pause button. It won't completely end your download, so I can pause it and resume it anytime I want. So if you want to cancel the download, you can simply go and haptic touch it and click cancel download, so it will do that. So this is also a small addition in this update. One last thing but not least, so in the Photos app, in the delete section, you get a new button where you can simply click and recover or delete all the photos at once. So this is a small addition in the Photos app in the delete option. So that's pretty much it with the new changes and updates with iOS 18.4 beta 2. So let's wrap this video with running a quick Geekbench 6 score and see what's the performance compared to the previous one. So it's been decreasing since iOS 18.2 to 18.3.1 and to the 18.4 beta 1. So let's see if it does any better than this, and we'll wrap up the video. Alright, so these are the scores. Let's just compare them with the previous one. So let's go to CPU history. So 2934 on the iOS 18.4 beta 1 And 2948, it's just a little bit higher than the 18.4 beta one, but not more than 18.3.1. But these two are the beta updates, and this is the 18.3.1 actual public release. So maybe that's why. So it might improve when iOS 18.4 will be available for everyone. So we will see about that when it releases. But this is pretty much it. All the features of iOS 18.4 beta 2. Not all of them, but the ones which are the major ones. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace out.